What would you do if you couldn't fail? Think about it. Your life would be exactly like a video game. And if you were lost, you would be able to try again. And there would be no risk, no cost, or anything. You would just play your life like a video game without the risk of failing. Today, in under 10 minutes, I'm gonna show you that your life is actually like a video game, and it's very simple to actually get where you want to be and to switch your mindset from a person who fears everything to a person who plays life like a video game. First thing that you have to incorporate in your mind and in your everyday action is no failure mindset. You cannot fail, and it's absolutely inevitable if you want to succeed, because you have to look at your success like a long game. Imagine a person running over obstacles. There's 20 obstacles ahead, big up in front of where he wants to get, and he jumps across 2, but then he falls onto the third one, and there's still 17 obstacles left. If he quits, he gets back to square one. But if he keeps going, even if he fails at all of the 17, but he keeps going, he will eventually, inevitably, get to the finish line. And just like that, you can adopt a mindset where no failure is real. That if you fail, you will just keep going and you will try to find a way to make it work. It's your first actionable step, ladies and gentlemen. I know that for some individuals this might be something impossible to do, to keep a no failure mindset. But there's a thing I want you to try. I want you to try to live like this for a week. Live like this in all of your areas of your life. All of the aspects of your school, of your work, of your fitness goals, of your all of your hobbies. Try live like this for a week. Try live with non-failure mindset. I want you to sit down, record a video of you in the beginning of the week and then in the end of the week. And I want you to summarize exactly how you felt, exactly how much progress you made, and exactly what you did. And who knows? You might be able to keep this for longer, for 2 weeks, month, half a year, years, and then keep this mindset for the rest of your life. See, you're already getting there. So try to do it for a week. Now, I want you to look at fear differently than you used to do normally. I have a whole video about fear not being real, but I'm not going to go into depth way too much over here. But if you want to check it out, please do, because overcoming fear is an inevitable to becoming a fearless individual and someone who doesn't see failure as a real option. You need to learn how to control your fear, and you need to learn that fear is not real. You need to learn that fear only exists between the moment of you deciding to take action and you taking action. You see, there are 2 places. Before you take action and once you take action, and fear is in the middle. And if you shorten the time in where you take action, fear will die as quick. So think of it like that. If you don't believe me, try it. Try it yourself. Try it on some easy activity. Just go outside to the mall and do something stupid. Do something that you would not normally do. For example, there was a nice trick that I learned from a book, $1 Million Weekend, from Noah Kahan, that you should do something uncomfortable. And I want you to try exactly what he says in the book. Go to a random store or shop and ask for 30% discount or 15% discount, just some random bigger number than you would normally do. And just ask randomly for a product that you would buy and keep the awkwardness there. And you see, if you're scared and you do it right away, the fear will disappear. Try it and please let me know how it went. Okay, so now we know that fear and failure is not real. And now I want you to use failure as your advantage. Learn to use failure as your feedback for getting better. Because you see, every time you fail, you at the same time inevitably get better, right? You inevitably get better only if you continue to work towards the goal. So every time you fail, write down what went wrong and what can you do differently next time to actually get over the failure, that it won't happen again, and that next time the failure might appear, you are ready to beat it. Next thing that I want you to do to make your life like a video game is get used to handling uncomfortable situations. When you seek uncomfort, suddenly you become way more comfortable. I saw a video, and I will put the video link here, how Andrew Huberman talks with David Goggins, and they say that the more you put yourself in uncomfortable situation, the happier you will be, and simultaneously at the same time you will be stronger because your body will learn to fight the situation every time you go there. It's the same example like if you try to go to a cold shower for the first time and it feels horrible. You can't stand even a second. And then when you do it for 10th, 20th time, it's not that hard. You just get through it and it becomes way easier. I'm not saying it's easy, but it becomes way easier. And just like that, I want you to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation and get used to the uncomfort, because it will help you be an individual who is ready to handle harder things that normal people wouldn't be able to handle. And that will already set you apart and make your life a video game even more. And suddenly you are getting to having your life with the mindset that you are not able to fail, because every failure that you endeavor is another step towards a success. And the last and final tip that I recommend and that I do, and I think it's one of the most important things that you can absolutely do every day, is track your progress and be happy for the small wins. I know that you probably heard this a billion times, but you hear it all the time. But do you actually do it? Do you actually take the advice and do the things that you hear? Do you actually praise yourself for the work that you've done, or you do not? So please, track your progress, track what you're doing, what can be better, and also praise yourself if you win, no matter how small. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this brought you some sort of a value, and I'll be more than happy if you reach out with any questions and we can talk about it more into depth. So as always, one more time, thank you for watching, and I believe in you. Bye bye.